This is a message from your guides reading for the child. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and surround us in some protective space for the reading. Okay, so we've got some more stuff surfacing, it feels like. It feels like this month your guides are definitely going to get into another past life. I don't know about this reading, but I feel like soon there's going to be another past life that they mention, either bring up in some way or that they go into more fully. I feel like you've got some grounding, and I feel like there's some, how do you say, clearing kind of under your belt. It kind of feels like you know how to do this and like you kind of know what to expect as well. And you know there's going to be like some very high moments from clearing that happens, and then there's going to be some lower moments as well. But I have to kind of do it in like parentheses, like lower moments, because it's really just you releasing stuff, and then you're going to end up higher afterwards. Um, and even during it, knowing that, it can still feel like a high to an extent, even though you know that older, lower stuff is passing through you. At least you know why, and you know what's happening, and you know what it is, and all of that. And I feel like your guides are really helping you with that. So there's definitely a Pleiadian energy with you. I don't know if did we ever talk about your origin? Did your guides ever bring up your origin? I don't know. I remember you got an origin reading a long time ago, and I don't think they ever brought up the origin during that. I don't know if they've brought up the origin since then or not. Um, there's definitely a Pleiadian energy, though. Um, okay, I've got a, and that feels like the origin. I've got a guide coming up, a female guide, and I feel a lot of heat at my, whoa, at my sacral, and it is actually really hot there when I put my hand there. Um, so I've got a lot of heat there, and um, this chakra, the sacral chakra, can kind of cleanse out the other ones. It keeps them clean. Um, this chakra can also hold on to a lot of stuff. So it's really important to keep this clean. And that was something actually that I read a really long time ago that I don't normally think of really. I've always thought of the solar plexus as charging the other chakras. And then that was something that I realized that there are other people who kind of say the same type of thing. That came more from readings. But there was something that I read a really long time ago, which they're reminding me of, which had to do with the sacral, and it had to do with the sacral cleanses out your other chakras. And I read that like years and years ago. So they're saying that it's really important to keep this chakra very cleansed, very clear. And they're almost describing it like a car. It's like if there's like almost oil that's like all stopped up and stuck up in like a certain um, part of the car, then the rest really isn't going to work very well. But imagine that there's something that actually cleanses your car. And then imagine that that's really stocked up with oil. Then you're going to have a serious problem everywhere. There's going to be oil in a lot more places because this part that actually cleanses the car is what's really stocked up. That happens a lot. This chakra that's supposedly good for cleansing the other chakras can actually get really stocked up. And actually, that would make sense though if it processes things that the other chakras need to cleanse as well. That's a good point. I don't know why I didn't think of that. But okay, anyway. Oh, so I'll show you my other crystal here. So this is my tiger's eye here. And then I also have my citrine. So as you can see, I have these two kind of brown crystals. So these are definitely solar plexus and sacral. The root as well. But I don't feel like the root chakra is so much under focus for this reading, really. And I feel like there's still some grounding that is going to be happening. But at the same time, I feel like you are grounded to definitely to a good degree for what you're doing right now, it feels like. And again, it feels like you have kind of some clearing under your belt and you know how to handle things and what to expect when clearing comes your way. So I feel like your guides are saying to expect some more clearing this month, but it feels like it's going to get easier. I definitely feel like there are going to be still some hard things to clear though, but I feel like you're going to feel a lot better once you can kind of put them in perspective and you understand them. Then you're going to feel better than you did when you come to like an understanding of the roots of certain things and you get out of certain situations, I feel like, that aren't really um, helping your growth. And I feel like some things, certain things you're going to be seeing differently and they're going to kind of put a light on certain situations for you that weren't so clear before. And I feel like when you can see something clearly, you can manage the situation. It feels like you can leave it all together. In some cases, it feels like in some cases you can just manage it and adjust it to suit your needs more and be better suited for you and what fits right now for where you are at and even your personality, it feels like, and almost like what you need as a person and like what helps you or doesn't help you. And so it's also all about understanding yourself more and more what resonates with you and finding your true center. I feel like they're saying that you're a lot clearer than a lot of people your age because of all that you've cleared, but there's still a lot more to clear, and it feels like it's because you're willing to do it. So they're going to take advantage of that, it feels like. And they need to. They want to help you like as much as possible to really get further and grow and move along so that you become more peaceful and tranquil and still. And also so that you fulfill your mission during this lifetime, and really move more into your own enlightenment, it feels like, where you really become more enlightened in this lifetime and really engaged with spiritual practices, spiritual growth. Um, I feel like there's something spiritual that you're going to be bringing in that you don't really know about yet. And I feel like that's going to be a result of this clearing process that you're going through, even though it's taking a long time. And it feels like it will take a lot longer to ever really, like, how do you really ever not have something to clear, you know? Um, but to fully realize, like, even the extent of everything that you've been clearing up till now, it feels like it will take a lot longer. Um, but not in like a negative sense. That's a good thing because it means that you get clearer and you're feeling better and you're feeling so high. But you can always feel even better than that, even clearer than that, even higher than that. So it's not like a negative thing, like this is going to take so long to like feel better or clear or higher. It's just that no matter how high you get, you can become more aware of your own self and your own um, innate awesomeness, they're saying. So, yeah, they're saying that you have a long way to go. Um, but you've done a lot of work already and you've done a good job with it and you can handle a lot more. And again, at your age, it's very good how far you've come and what you're doing because you're young, they're saying, and you already have a lot of clearing under your belt, which is a good thing. So I feel like they're getting ready to clear more, to help you clear more. Okay, so that is the message for this reading. I feel like your guides would keep going or they could keep going this time. Um, but our time is up and they're kind of indicating that. So we will continue during the next reading. That's the great thing about having more than one, right? So thank you so much for allowing me to bring this message through. I almost want to say like partial message through. And we will continue next week. Namaste.